Messieurs, s'il vous plaît, c'est un combat qui va se dérouler en coup de coude. Alors, toute personne qui frappera son adversaire au sol, ce sera disqualifié. Évitez de frapper derrière la nuque. Quand je dis stop, on arrête. On ne saisit pas les cordes pour frapper. Bonne chance, messieurs.
Bonne chance to both. Dida Diafat from Paris will have the crowd behind him. Saimai from Bangkok, Thailand will try to take that crowd advantage away. I'm Lon McCarron along with Mike Sawyer. Mike, Dida Diafat with a 39-6-1 mark. What do you know about it?
Dida Diafat's the favorite son from Paris, France. The ISKA World Freestyle Rules Champion in the super lightweight division. Now going for the Muay Thai title. We'll be seeing elbows and knees in this match as well as low kicks.
This will be a brutal fight. Anything goes, just about. Dida Diafat on the right of your screen in the gray trunks.
A lot of tradition surrounds these Muay Thai matches. You can hear in the background the traditional Thai music being played during the match.
These fighters take a tremendous amount of punishment with each fight they go through, but they have to be in superb condition to be able to handle it all.
Career expectancy for a fighter who only fights Muay Thai is 3 to 4 years, Lon. Saimai is from Bangkok. He's one of the top fighters at the Lumpini Stadium there. He's used to this type of fighting. Dida fights in several different styles, several different ISK divisions, Oriental rules, freestyle rules, and Muay Thai. This is perhaps his 4th or 5th Muay Thai match in his entire career.
I see both fighters holding their gloves a little wider than I would see in a normal kickboxing or in boxing. Is that because there are so many weapons coming their way?
That's correct. Those roundhouse kicks come up at odd angles, very wide. They want to pick those off with their elbows and upper arms.
And like any good kickboxer, Dida Diafat going low right away. You take out the underpinnings of your opponent, you have all but won the fight.
A lot of emphasis on leg kicks here. Also, the elbows are a little wide to give them more visibility as those roundhouse kicks come up to their lower body.
Are we going to see the elbows used only in particular choice situations where they know they can score with it?
That's right, and as this fight goes on, we'll see them more. Right now, the fighters have a little more distance between them. They're going to concentrate more on long-range jabs, straight punches, and low kicks. As they're closer to each other later in the fight, the elbows and knees will come more into play.
Saimai scoring big. A little bit of an exchange between those two fighters as they say, sorry, I didn't mean to hit you incorrectly there. Round 1 of the Super Lightweight Championship fight. This is Strike Force on the Deuce. Diafat in his corner. He's already smarting a little bit, and we're going to show you why. Round 1 action.
Dida was turned away when he caught this roundhouse kick on his knee. Saimai apologized briefly afterwards.
Knees are not to be bent that way. We're scheduled for 5 rounds. These are 3-minute rounds in this Muay Thai division of the Super Lightweight Championship fight. The title right now is vacant.
5 rounds is plenty for this kind of fighting. Expect both fighters to take considerable punishment. Elbows, knees, throws to the canvas. It's all allowed in Muay Thai fighting.
Round 2. Saimai always seems poised, that left leg slightly bent to attack.
Very fast left leg kicks by Saimai. These fighters will land with both the foot and the shin on those type of kicks, and they condition those shins to be insensitive to pain. It's a club for them. It can hit anywhere on the opponent's body.
The fighters so far with different tactics, it seems Saimai observing more, looking for weaknesses, whereas Diafat experimenting more, trying different things, seeing which one will work.
Saimai knows he's more experienced at this style of fighting. It's a little out of Dida's league, this type of combat. He's more used to just low kicks and punches. Knees and elbows are a little different for him.
Music adding to the mysterious air of this fight, this style of fighting.
Well, you can bet neither one of them hears it. You're in that ring, the only thing you're concentrating on is that opponent. Very slippery, slinky moves by Saimai. He's never there to be hit.
Quick like a snake, though. Flicks out that foot. More feeling out, I think. They're only going.
Saimai's been the faster of the two fighters so far in this bout. They're landing with the knee and the shin low to the abdomen of Diafat.
Dida Diafat, certainly the crowd favorite, but he has not given them much to cheer about.
No damage from this roundhouse kick by Saimai, but that left leg is so fast, I think later in the fight, it's going to have more an effect on Diafat as he begins to fatigue. The better boxer, Diafat has landed some good jabs and straight rights in this fight, but the leg kicking and use of the knees has been all Saimai so far.
This will be round 3, scheduled for 5 for the Super Lightweight Championship of the Muay Thai division. 3-minute rounds. Saimai on the right of your screen, going against Dida Diafat. He just tackled him that time. He's throwing everything at Diafat.
That is legal in Muay Thai fighting. You can wrap the opponent up and take him down. Cannot strike him, though, once he's on the canvas.
You see Saimai wrapping him up.
Here's where we'll start seeing the knees. We're getting into the middle rounds. There'll be more clinching like this. The knees will start to come to the kidneys and the outside of the thighs. Saimai, the winner on that little takedown contest, he'll get the points.
Ooh, and a big elbow from Diafat that missed. boxer, as you mentioned, Mike, scoring with that left.
Diafat knows he has the better hands. He's looking to set Saimai up for his straight right. Saimai just a little too slippery for him. Keeps moving to the outside, countering with leg kicks.
And Saimai proficient at many more weapons, I think, than Diafat, it appears.
One object of those takedowns is to make the other fighter expend energy getting off the canvas. It may not seem like that much, but when it happens over and over again, it takes its toll on you.
Can they grab them and take them down like that at any point?
Any point in the fight.
The crowd with the Dida, Dida. We are going 5 rounds. Diafat showing some life that we did not see in rounds 1 and 2. Desperately trying to score some points with the judges in a fight that hasn't really been that thrilling as far as heavy knockdown action.
I think Dida knows he's behind on points. Saimai has scored well with leg kicks. Dida doesn't feel like he can kick with Saimai, so he's trying to go up top with his hands. It certainly is the better boxer. We told you Muay Thai fighting was brutal. This graphically illustrates it. Diafat trying to score with a spinning elbow strike to the face of Saimai. Would have been a bout stopper. Did connect with the forearm, but nothing like the effect the elbow would have had. Here's one of the takedowns that Saimai has scored. Not only does Diafat slam into the canvas with his back, but he has to expend energy then getting up off the canvas. Very good move by Saimai. He takes the roundhouse kick to the ribs, but effectively counters that score by putting Diafat on the canvas.
That's got to wear you out, and you have to keep getting up and down. Saimai taking this fight to Diafat. Dida from Paris. This fight happening in Marseille at the Palais de Sport. Some final equipment checks from Saimai's corner. Diafat is ready to go.
Saimai appears to have a problem with his groin protector, I believe. Sometimes a strap will break. The force of kicking sometimes strains the protective equipment down in the groin area.
So Diafat will just have to cool off and wait while Saimai gets his equipment readjusted out of camera range, but not out of the range of all of the cameras.
The abdominal muscles of Saimai, one of the finest Thai fighters in Bangkok out of the Lumpini Stadium. Diafat's boxing skills, much more honed than Saimai. Left jab followed by the left roundhouse kick. Good score by Dida in that last round. Here again.
But I think with the weight of these fighters, the win is not going to come from a punch. I think the real strength is probably going to happen from the legs, don't you feel?
In Muay Thai fighting, leg kicks are so important, and your ability to fight in close, to use those elbows, knees, throws. That's where Saimai has a big advantage in this bout.
And I certainly don't want to say that these fighters are not strong in their punching abilities, but just generally in this style of fighting, you're going to take your opponent out with kicks. Round 4 underway, scheduled for 5. And a big body slam, maybe a little bit later than the referee wanted.
But Diafat was setting up for a downward elbow strike to the neck area of Saimai. That's why Saimai threw him down. Now, the warning is not for the throw. It's how it's being done, pulling down by the head. That's not allowed.
I don't know about you, Mike, but I expect with only 1+ rounds to go, the action in this fight will significantly heat up.
Diafat knows he's behind. He doesn't want to be where he's at right there. He's going to lose on every one of those throwdowns. He's trying hard to stay a little outside and use his boxing skills.
Saimai throwing elbows at Diafat. Diafat countering with same.
It's an elbow versus punching fight inside. Saimai expertly using those knees to the outside of the thigh. Creates an instant Charlie horse in that quadricep. Really affects your kicking ability for the remainder of the fight.
Oh my, what a right kick.
Saimai was hurt early in the round by that elbow and knee strike combination. He's now trying to regain his wits about him. Very good use of the straight left and right front kicks by Saimai. Keeping Diafat away, throwing him down. He's taking back control in this round.
Timed that kick just perfectly. And a little action after the gong. And now the fighters staring at each other, setting up for what will be.
Great left front kick by Saimai. Dida goes horizontal, a good 2 feet off the canvas. Timed it perfectly on the sternum, could have done some serious damage. This knee strike by Diafat was blocked by Saimai. The elbow afterwards did score.
This is it. Round 5 of the 5-rounder. 3 minutes left in the super lightweight championship Muay Thai bout. The title is vacant. The winner will be the champion.
Dida has been in the middle of the ring since about halfway through that break, urging Saimai to come out and fight.
These are the minutes of truth.
We will see elbows and knees at a premium this round. Both fighters looking to take the other out.
Saimai on the right in the blue trunks.
Stop. Stop.
There is no time when a fighter is out of danger in this style of fighting.
Six knee strikes by Saimai in this clinch, most of them scoring well.
You see Diafat, when he punches and misses, he may come back the other way with the elbow on the return.
Diafat's best plan right now is to use his hands. Use that left jab followed by the straight right. Make Saimai do what he doesn't do well, which is box. Dida should forget that, Lon. He should forget the knee and elbow strikes inside. He should stick to his hands.
Well, Saimai is certainly going with his strength with the kicks. Appears a bit fatigued, but there's not much left in this fight that he needs to last out.
Certainly he knows he's ahead. If he can just avoid getting knocked out, if he can just give a good account of himself in this round, he'll win on points.
Saimai down, but I believe more of a slip than anything else. 30 seconds left in the round, in the fight.
I don't know why Dida isn't more aggressive. He needs to be in throwing punches in bunches, and he's not doing it.
He's got to do it now if he's going to do it.
Good elbow strike by Dida, but just not enough.
And this fight is over. It will be left up to the judges in the Palais de Sport in Marseille, France. Saimai and Dida Diafat congratulate each other. Dida just didn't seem to have as many weapons as Saimai did tonight.
Had Dida stuck to his plan the whole way through, this elbow strike scored well. Very nicely done. Saimai never saw it coming. But again, it's not Dida's strength. That elbow should have been followed by punches. Instead, Dida is examining his handiwork instead of following up.
Exactly, exactly. He'd been trying to throw those elbows inside, even on the way back after a missed punch, but he could never follow up on the damage done.
I believe it's inexperience in this style of fighting by Dida. He expects those elbow strikes to have more of an effect on someone like Saimai than they actually will. Saimai, ever since he's a youngster, he's been fighting in this style of fighting.
He's been hit by those elbows before. He's been trained to take the punch. At this point, realistically, Dida Diafat, you feel, knows he was probably behind on the judges' card. We can only hope.
I think Dida knows he lost this fight on points. These front kicks by Saimai built him up a big point lead. From midpoint in the fight, he scored consistently with those front kicks.
Et déclaré vainqueur de ce combat par 2 juges contre 1. Et donc, le nouveau champion du monde de boxe irlandaise, Saimai.
You heard him in French. The new champion of the super lightweight championship division, Saimai from Bangkok, Thailand, takes the decision over Paris's Dida Diafat. Dida Diafat has to come back into the ring to accept congratulations.
Obviously disappointed. Rob Kamen down at ringside urged him to go back in, salute the crowd, and congratulate his opponent.
Both fighters leave the ring to fine applause from this Marseille crowd.